Greetings, economists. Today we're going to learn about opportunity cost and production possibilities. Alright, opportunity cost. The cost of the next best alternative use of money, time, or resources. So if we're going to look at this little cartoon, little drawing here, this person can either choose a chocolate candy bar or a lollipop. Okay, so she has these two choices, she has to make one. If she chooses the chocolate, her opportunity cost, then what she's missing out on is going to be eating that lollipop. Okay, so her next best alternative is the lollipop, so that is her opportunity cost. Next term right here, Tanstaffel. Alright, there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. This is essentially saying that for everything, there's an opportunity cost. Nothing is free. It might not necessarily be monetary value, but there can be time, resources, or there can be money as well. For example, if I go to a movie, a free movie, I have a pass to a free movie, and it's not going to cost me a thing, well, it's still going to cost me that time. It's going to cost me that 2 hours I'm going to spend there, so it's not necessarily free. Okay, Sandridge Sports Supply. Okay, I have a store, and I can either produce baseballs or footballs. So if I'm producing 10 baseballs, I cannot produce any. If I'm producing 10 footballs, I cannot produce any baseballs. Okay. If I'm producing 0 footballs, I can produce 200 baseballs, and kind of all of those numbers in between. Here, keep that in mind for when we come back to the actual production possibilities of my store here. Okay, so production possibility curve. This is the PPC. This illustrates the possible combinations of goods or services produced by a single nation, business, or a person. So, for example, my sports store. Here's the graph of my goods. When I produce my 10 baseballs or 10 footballs, I cannot produce any baseballs. When I produce 200 baseballs, okay, my maximum output of baseballs, I can't produce any footballs. So if I use all my resources for footballs, I'm not going to have any left for baseballs. And here, this line represents all of the other possible combinations of baseballs and footballs that my store can produce. Tanstaffel. Now there's no such thing as a free lunch. If I want to produce more baseballs, say I'm at that 10 footballs, and I want to produce more baseballs, I have to give up producing 1 football. So if I give up 1 football, then I can create 100 more baseballs. So if I want to produce more baseballs, I'll have to produce less footballs. I only have X amount of resources, which is represented by this production possibility curve. The opportunity cost of obtaining the first 100 baseballs, right here, is 1 football. So if I want to produce 100 baseballs, I lose out on 1 football. If I want to produce 80 more baseballs, the opportunity cost is going to be 4 footballs. So it's an increasing opportunity cost. It costs us more and more footballs to produce additional baseballs. So my opportunity cost is then increasing. To explain that better, for my first 100 baseballs, I only lost 1 football. Then to produce 80 more, I had to give up 4 more footballs. So that's kind of the increasing cost. Assumptions about the production possibility curves. Okay, it's obtainable only if the firm, nation, person is using all of its resources. It's assuming that the resources are in a fixed quantity, and it's assuming the firm or the nation must choose between 2 goods. So you can either have footballs or baseballs. Positions on the PPC. A, B, and E are using all resources, being efficient. D is unattainable because it's outside of the production possibility curve. And C is inefficient. It's not using maximum all of the resources. Here's explaining the concave, why it is bowed, okay, why they're increasing opportunity cost. I'll leave that for you to read on your own, as well as the constant opportunity cost. So if this is 1 for 1 for